Hey guys, welcome to Film Learnin, the show dedicated to learning you some filmmaking and learn you good. And that's right, we're back. It's season 7. We got a new logo, a new set. How sweet is that? And I gotta say, this one's not exactly a blockbuster, cause I'm kind of sick and my son's just come off his 4th cold, so I'm just kind of easing into things with this request. So a couple of you have asked for a title template for Ant-Man and The Wasp. So that's what we're doing today, gang. Now in order to complete this, you need to head to filmlearnin.com/downloads and grab the Ant-Man and The Wasp download pack, which contains everything you'll need, including the fonts. Now you'll also need a copy of After Effects CC 2013 or higher, and you'll also need a copy of Cinema 4D. But that's it, guys. Now let's get to work, shall we? Okay guys, so here we are in After Effects. We've got our final comp open, so let's have a quick look at that. Nice. So this template is super easy to work with, gang. How easy? Well, in reality, we only need to change 2 things in this entire comp to make it custom. It's crazy, right? Yeah, it's insane. Well, 2 of those things are the Cinema 4D files over here in the project window that host our 3D letters, so let's do that. Let's click on full title, the Cinema 4D file right here. We'll head up to edit and click edit original. And this will open up Cinema 4D if you've got the standalone version or Cinema 4D Lite, and we can get to work. So here we are in Cinema 4D. Now let's quickly check out a preview. Sweet. So all we really need to do here is change the text files over here in this project window to whatever we want. Let's start with the Marvel text up here. If I head over and change the film here to say Marvel, shockingly, you can see it goes out of the bounds of our red box and overlaps our studio's text just a little bit. So what do we do about that? Well, it's easily fixed. Let's quickly click on our studio's text and move it over like so. Then we're going to grab our red banner file right here. And what we want to do is grab this little orange ball right here. You see that? And then we're going to simply drag it out. Done. Easy, right? For the studio's text, it's the same thing. We'll retype our text by clicking here and let's type studios. Thankfully, that doesn't actually need any readjusting, but if it did, you simply grab the scale tool and you click and drag this axis right here to adjust. See? Back and forth. Done. Let's move on to the title lettering. It works very much the same. Head over and find the corresponding extrude file. Type your text into the change text here part, go down here, type it, yep, and it'll auto update. Now depending on what you type, you may have to adjust the placement of the words. So if I type say, fart man, we simply need to click on the adjust tool and shift it over like so. Now this goes for any of the words. Say wasp here, let's change that to something else. Oh, that's really mature, Grant. Well, last thing, you see that we have these lights under both Ant-Man and Wasp. And if you change the lettering, you may see that they're not sitting on the words like they should anymore. To fix that, simply adjust them to sit back on the letters and maybe do a quick preview render by clicking this button to make sure that they look right and they're sitting where they should be. Nice. Let's then hit save and head back to After Effects and get the next part done. Well, here we are back in After Effects. That was quick. Now it's time to edit the Cinema 4D file marked letters. So let's open that up the same way. Click on it, head up to edit and go edit original. And here we are. Now this project is a little complicated, but not for you to customize. I've already done the complicated stuff. You can see that if we hit the preview button right here, you can see there's multiple cameras that cut to each letter as it grows. In this situation, all we have to do is head over to the right, drop down the extrude like so, and find the spline marked change text here. From there, we head down and type our letter in to match our full title that we've just worked on before. You can then rinse and repeat this for all 4 letters. If we then hit the preview button, this one right here, you can see that everything works fine still. Okay, let's hit the save button and head on back to After Effects. Okay, after a little back and forth tennis action, we're back in After Effects and we have our custom text and it looks kinda crappy, mainly because it's in preview mode, which brings us to step 2, rendering our Cinema 4D files. Now, whether you render the 3D in the comp with everything else on top of it, Totally up to you, gang. I do it this way by just soloing it to make the previewing of the final shot a lot easier and to speed up the render time of our final comp. So let's open up our title comp, solo our 3D layer in the bottom right here just by clicking this button, and in the effects panel we'll change the renderer from software to standard final. Once that loads, we'll head up to composition and add it to the render queue. I'm going to then click on the lossless settings and change the format to QuickTime, and then make sure the format's set to animation. I'll then set the RGB to plus alpha and then designate a save location like so. From there, let's rinse and repeat that for the other Cinema 4D file, open the letters comp, solo the Cinema 4D file, change the render settings and then add it to the render queue as well. We'll then hit render and jump back when they're all done and imported with a very mature and professional sound effect. Welcome back. Now believe it or not, we're almost done. Let's replace my example renders like so. Select the example here, head onto the project window, click on your render, hold down the Alt key or the Option key if you're on a Mac and drag the file over the example and bam! You've just replaced that without deleting anything. We're then going to head back to the title comp and complete our final task. We have some animated light rays that match our Cinema 4D lights at the top of this comp, and if you've changed the lettering, these might have wandered off the beaten path, but it's easily fixed. Select the light rays like so, and then hit the U key to reveal our keyframes. We'll then head to the first keyframe right here, and adjust the center point like so they match up again. We'll then follow that up by adjusting all of these keyframes in the same way. Just move to each one, shift the position back into place, and then move on to the next. And just continue to do this the exact same way until you're done. Now believe it or not guys, once that's done, we are actually completely done. Head back to the final comp and let's check out our finished title card. Nice! And that, my friends, is the first episode of Film Learnin Season 7. Done. Add up all those steps and you got something like this. So guys, that is my take on the Ant-Man and the Wasp title card from the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailers. Now I know it's not 100% screen accurate, but that's mainly due to there being one main Ant-Man font out there on the internet, and I think they've just made a custom font for this title card. Sorry about that.
Tell your mom to keep practicing.
But hey, we are now back in full swing and production on all of our Season 7 requests, so throw everything you want down below, and I'm sure I'll get to it in the next 20 years or so. We get a lot of requests. So guys, I am super excited to be back, and I'm looking forward to creating a whole bunch of sweet effects for you in the coming weeks. But until then, that is my time. If you did enjoy this video, please smash that like button. I really do appreciate it, gang. And hey, if you are new here, why not hit that subscribe button below and make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss a single Film Learnin episode. I've got my Patreon info up here, which I am relaunching soon. We've also got our social media stuff above our head, as well as the Instagram, which I've just added. We've got 2 other episodes of Film Learnin from last season right over here, and I'm sure we've got some other stuff around here somewhere as well. And make sure you check out our website, filmlearnin.com. And until I see you again, guys, for the first time in Season 7, keep learning.